Welcome to another video, a walk on the wild side. I'm back from a little trip now from the south coast and I'm now back home, and for this video, another interesting one, another video of contrasts, or should I say a road of contrasts. I want to take you down Lytham Road in Blackpool, the whole length of Lytham Road. Again, it's another road that has ups and downs. I am at the south end, it runs north and south. I am now outside the airport, Blackpool Airport, the entrance to Blackpool Airport. And this is at the southern end of Lytham Road, and I'm going to take you all the way up to the northern end where Manchester Square is. So before I do that, I just want to talk a little bit about Blackpool Airport. Now, Blackpool Airport does have quite a bit of history. It goes back quite a long way. In fact, the first ever air show was held at Blackpool Airport, but it wasn't on this site, it was at the zoo site, where the zoo is now. So if you go to Blackpool Zoo, you might be able to see some of the remnants of the old airport there, or there certainly are around the back of the zoo anyway. I think the last proper air show that was held here was back in 1993, I think, the last proper air show, should I say. I remember seeing Gary Newman there. He was flying a plane, the pop star Gary Newman. In fact, I went to see Gary Newman last September in Liverpool. Absolutely brilliant. So if you get a chance to see him, go and see him when all this is over. So anyway, that's a little bit about the airport. Not sure if it's going to be becoming a major airport. It wasn't a major airport anyway, but I'm not sure if it'll ever be used again properly, because they knocked the terminal down. So I don't know, I don't think it's ever going to be used again. Jet2 were the last major airline to use the airport, and I can't see them coming back. So anyway, oh, and by the way, there used to be a Vulcan bomber right behind me, parked there. It was there for years, and the owner of it decided to sell it on eBay one day. I'm going back more than a decade now, I can't remember the year. Some guy from Manchester who owned a pub bought it on eBay for about 15 grand, I think it was. Came along, tried to move it, the whole thing fell apart. It was going to cost him a fortune to move it. He ended up letting the guy have it back. He said, no chance, I can't move it. And the plane unfortunately ended up being scrapped. But anyway, the guy that bought it ended up buying a Harrier jump jet for his beer garden, so he ended up getting the plane after all. So it's kind of a good end to the story for him anyway, but it must have been costly to buy the Vulcan bomber only to not be able to move it and for the thing to fall apart. It all became a bit of a mess in the end and ended up in a bit of a court battle, I think. Anyway, so that's a little bit about the airport. Anyway, I'm going to take you down this road over here now, Lytham Road. So we're going to start at this end where I am now, the airport. I'm going to have a look around and see what we can see. So let's start the tour of Lytham Road. So I'm now opposite the South Shore Hospital, or it used to be South Shore Hospital, but now it's a primary care unit. So I mentioned that Lytham Road is a road of contrast, and this end of Lytham Road is actually the upmarket end, and it's quite leafy down this end nearer the airport. As you get towards town, it starts to transition a little bit. Quite a lot of the properties will have been turned into flats, so it's a little bit more run down the more we get towards town. Now, interestingly, in fact, one of the areas, Alexandra Road, is one of the most deprived in the whole country, not just in Blackpool. And Alexandra meets up with Vauxhall Road, which again too is very deprived, and you can see the Vauxhall area on the first vlog that I did a few videos back. Bloody hell, I nearly got run over back there then. Some guy just decided to drive onto the pavement. Okay, so I'm currently at Station Road, and this is the site of the old Grand Holiday Flats. Right here. Okay, so we're now pretty much at the other end of Lytham Road. Behind me is the old lifeboat station. Yeah, down there is Manchester Square to my left, which meets the promenade. So we've now pretty much come to the end of the road. So I hope you like the video, and if you do, please hit subscribe and also tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I will see you again on the next video.